up to that point, and just like I did some good things, but no matter of the most important thing, I screwed up the worst. And I just hope I can at least maybe help somebody in however much time I have left.
Was it your intent the whole time you were taking the girls out there that you were gonna do that to them? Honestly,
It's like when I got there, I didn't think it was gonna, like you talking about the tanks or just.
yeah. Like, well, just
I mean, the thought process and all this, none of this makes sense. That's why I know you guys keep asking these questions, because it doesn't make sense to me.
But I guess, I mean, like, did you could have done it before you guys left
I don't.
and not had him, alive in the back seat. They could have been with Shanann in the back seat.
I didn't think about anything really. Like as far as like how everything was gonna happen, I don't know like why it happened. Like why I left everything out there in the field and why like all this stuff. Like just none of this makes sense at all.
But to Tammy's point, did you think that they might be coming back, or did you know they wouldn't be coming back?
No, the whole trip out there, I mean, it was like I wasn't thinking. It was like, in my mind right now, I'm thinking back, I'm hoping that I wasn't coherent enough to make that decision to where I knew I was going to kill my girls. I'm just hoping that, no father would ever want to do anything to hurt his blood and flesh, but I did that, and I just don't understand how it happened. So, I mean, I even read books that say, no dad would ever do anything to hurt his children, and this happened. So I always think of myself, like, was I even a dad at one point? I don't know. But it's just going to take a long, long time to guilt and everything to get just the.
Have you asked for forgiveness from God?
Mm-hmm. It just takes a long time for me to forgive myself. And that's one thing that's not really cool. I just hope that they can one day forgive me too. And stay with
And
it.
I think you said earlier that you were so angry at Shanann or whatever that you were gonna, anyone in your path of destruction or whatever was gonna get it. Basically, kind of is what kind of made it sound like. I'm not saying that exactly right, but why were you so angry at Shanann?
I don't know if it was just because of separating me and my family, pretty much. Because, I mean, it happened at the wedding. Like, that's the reason they didn't come to the wedding. I mean, I blew up at my family to a point where I said some horrible things to them back in 2012 that and I pretty much told my family that, I don't need them anymore. Because I said, I cussed my mom out. I did all this kind of stuff. I never thought, and I don't know if it was just like Shanann coaching me on to do it, or if it was just like rage that was like I'd never seen before. And then I don't know if it was just everything that happened in July with they can't see my kids, and I'm not sure if they're ever going to go see them again. I don't know. And it was just like, I don't know if that had something to do with it, that something inside of me just triggered it, and then just like all that pent up from the wedding and everything, just like it's like a long fuse that finally just went to its end.
What happened in 2012?
There was my mom and Shanann, just like from when I proposed to her, it was at the beach, and from then on, it was just like she always went up to Shanann and was like, I didn't need a ring like that when I was your age. I didn't need all these fancy things when I was your age. And just kind of kept boiling over, and then they never agreed on anything. It was just like, we didn't really need their help to do anything. We just like, so we'll just pay for it ourselves and all that kind of stuff. And, it was just back and forth. And I think maybe my mom just never thought she was good enough. She always thought she was hiding something from me.
She always thought Shanann was hiding something? Like what?
That stuff from her past, or like,
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So there's conflict at a barbecue when all the families got together in the first maybe a barbecue that Shanann put together for everybody to get to meet each other? Two families, if you call that? Like when you first started dating.
Oh. I remember we did have something like that, but I didn't remember like any kind of arguments at any place like that. I know like when I proposed to her, Shanann had her family come down to the beach too. They stayed at a separate house. But as far as like a barbecue or anything, I don't remember one that was like that.
Way before then?
Yeah. I remember the time when I asked Frank if it was okay if I had asked Shanann to marry her. I remember that little get together. I don't think.
So then what was the bulk at the wedding about?
It was just my mom and pretty much my sister just didn't like her.
Oh.
They just thought, you know, that that Shanann had taken me away from them and moved me out to Colorado.
Oh.
Because we were in Colorado when we flew back to get married.
Oh, okay.
Because we went to Colorado for Thanksgiving to visit some friends, and we decided to move out there like a couple months later.
Okay.
So that was like April. I moved out there April 2012, and we got married in November 2012 in North Carolina. So they always thought I was just taking, that she took me away out there. And
Was
then
there something with invitations or something? Your sister was supposed to send invitations?
Yeah, there was. Okay, now you're bringing some memories back. There's something to do with that, and then my sister wanted, you know, her kids. Oh, my sister wanted her kids as like the ring bearer and like something else, ring bearer and flower girl. And then Shanann, like, you know, she told her no, or wait, either Shanann told her no or Jamie backed out because of something else, and then it just like all blew up.
And is that pretty close to the wedding?
Yes. Yeah, within a couple weeks.
Did they go to the wedding, your family?
My grandma did.
But your parents and your sister did not go?
Ronnie wasn't there either?
No. Nobody was there. It was my grandma was there, and then like the dance when like, you know, the groom dances with his mom, like I was dancing with Mark's mom and my grandmother.
It's sad, isn't it? I mean, it all comes from a place of love, you know, them loving you and not wanting to get stolen. And
It was a great day. I mean, everybody was really happy. I mean, it's always just running in the back of my head that they were going to be there, and every time they look at pictures, it's just like, oh, where's they're out there. Never knew if they actually were going to come anyways, but as far as like, you know, sometimes they'll just like, all right, we're just going to go just to be there, but they never knew if that was the case.
And so then when Tammy was asking, why were you so mad at Shanann? Was part of it just this whole family strife?
That's the only thing I can think of right now, because I mean, there's no other reason really to be mad at her. Because we took care of each other our whole 8 years. It was just like a good relationship. I mean, it's just like, if I never met Nikki, would I ever have, you know, thought our relationship was bad? Probably not.